mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a hero.
Hello.
This is a podcast.
Great start.
hello,
Podcast.
Oh, it's a podcast. Hi, people out there.
God,
We're doing a
is really
thing.
famous in a fandom
Hi,
cartoon.
hi,
horror
internet
or-
people out there.
Aw.
Welcome to. You just sort of barged in on our random thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
How
why are
rude
you
of you.
here?
How
But
dare
as long
you
as you're
show
here,
up.
I guess we'll talk about ponies.
You.
Oh
And other
God, it
things.
wasn't a dream.
Gross.
So, a little bit ago, we watched Tanks for the Memories, and we'll kind of go down the line and see what everybody
wait,
thought.
we didn't introduce the people here.
They know who the
They
fuck
know who
No, they
we
don't.
are.
Okay, fuckface 1
Nobody
through 5.
knows
Let's
who
go.
we are.
Okay,
Nice.
so, Scott,
Yo.
what did you think of the episode?
Wait, are we not
Oh,
even,
oh,
we're
I
not
thought we
even
were
giving
doing
a
the
small
intro.
recap? I mean,
Okay, Tank's about to hibernate, and then
Dash
he
tries
does.
to stop winter from coming. There, that's all you need.
Scott, what do you
winter's
think?
coming.
It was a very silly episode. I loved it. Going into specifics, I like this song where Raymond-Dash is just swinging the ragdoll doll turtle around. That was hilarious.
Tortoise, yeah, God.
Shut up! It's a fine tortoise.
Thank you.
Get it right.
Shit, Tyrone.
Get it together.
And kind of fucks up the entire winter making machine in Cloudsdale and causes a nuclear winter in Ponyville.
Oh,
Boo.
that's
I
good.
like that pun.
I made that pun in the React.
You did.
Yeah.
I really did.
Anyway, other things I let's see. Other than the comedy, I kind of like how they handle law. I guess how they handle the whole idea of loss, even though it's not really loss. He's just going to sleep for 3 months instead of dying, but whatever.
Nope, he's dead.
He's dead. To me.
He's dead. They're gonna forget about him.
He got eaten by a tatzelworm.
Also,
We're awful people.
Also, one of the people mentioned that Raymond-Dash got the damn tortoise before the winter wrap up. So does that mean it's her second winter with Tank? So she's
No, the
doing-
episodes are just out of order.
Oh, okay,
To a
whatever.
degree.
Okay, then.
Like, not all of them
And
are,
also,
but...
she got Tank after winter wrap up. So
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, they mention wrapping
Was it
up
before or
winter at
after?
one point after. Like, the original winter wrap-up episode was obviously before,
Okay.
Yeah.
but they mentioned another one afterwards.
Okay. Anyways.
Anyway, okay. I'm not really. I can't really think of anything I disliked about the episode off the top of my head. Overall, I guess I'd give it maybe an 8.
All right.
Actually, now be generous, a 9. I'm feeling generous.
Oh
Alright,
man,
so,
guys,
TG, what
Scott's
did you
feeling
think?
generous. Oh fuck me.
Yeah, you.
I am.
No, it's
I'm a
midnight.
person.
Actually, it's 1
I do
a.m.,
things.
so-
Yeah, asshole. What do you mean
Just,
it's
just to
midnight?
give some context
Midnight
for
was an
this
hour ago.
podcast, yeah, we're filming this late, so if you can't tell, yeah, we're kind of
Anyway,
tired.
We're all
TG,
busy
go.
and shit, and this is the only time we can do it.
So
Yeah.
enjoy our incoherent ramblings. And
Yay! Yay! Okay. It was a good episode. I liked it. There was funny things. There was sad things. There was good things. There was bad things. There was one fish. There was two fish. There was red fish. There was blue fish.
TG, I don't remember there being
red
fish in this episode.
I'm sure there were at some
No,
point.
they were
Sure,
frozen
both
under the
ponies,
lake.
I mean,
There was one pony, two pony, red pony, blue pony.
Okay, yes,
there
there
was, in fact, that in the episode.
Yeah,
But-
wasn't
argue with
there
that.
that in every episode in
Yeah,
some
pretty
extent?
much. But, no, it was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. The fucking... The sad bits were really good. Like, the way they dealt with everything was good. I do kind of feel like the animators were a bit over the top with the way Rainbow Dash handled Tank. Like, that's not like enough to detract from the episode, but it got really silly. Like, a friend of mine also watched the episode, and through pretty much the entire episode, he kept yelling, "Rainbow Dash, you're killing Tank!" Because holy crap, it was a little
I think the
ridiculous.
animators this season are just going nuts in general now that they have a really sweet budget.
Yeah.
You got a new box of toys. Why wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Animation on all the things.
I really enjoyed it. I liked the song. It was good.
It was
God,
good.
what
I know.
else? No, what else? Like,
Good.
I'm gonna be like the biggest rain cloud on all your parades.
whatever. But,
I swear I'll find an episode I like, guys.
Well, you like the premiere, so
Yeah, I like the premiere.
we didn't get to cover that in the podcast, but you did like the premiere, so.
yeah.
I didn't hate everything.
Anyway,
Fuck, wait.
score.
No, I feel like there's something else I wanted to say about it, but the
Fluttershy.
fact that it's 1 a.m. I
Yeah,
don't
it's kinda,
care.
you know.
There's Fluttershy being consistent with being tough love.
Yeah. There's the Rainbow Dash being a douche. That happened.
This is new.
Yeah, but fucking no, it was good. I can't. My brain is dead. So fucking, I give it a 8.
All right, Greg, what did you think?
Okay, so I honestly really like this episode. It's probably my favorite episode behind the premiere so far. I really thought the way they did the moral, which was essentially, you know, how to handle loss and how to, you know, move on, get by stuff. I thought that was handled really well because without mentioning death, it's really hard to pull this off, and yet I still think they did. And using hibernating as an analogy for death was actually pretty well done. Yeah, and I thought it was, you know, at the end towards the episode, I thought it was pretty heartwarming how, you know, like, Rainbow Dash was greeting the Tank while he was hibernating, and she's just sitting there all alone. Like, that was really touching, honestly. I wasn't expecting a moment like that, and I was like, oh, it's actually just really, you know, sad and sweet at the same time. Besides that, I really like the sight gags and all the little jokes thrown into this episode. Everyone's gonna point out all the references. The fucking Grinch face, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, can I just interject right now and say,
The
okay,
hockey.
guys, it's been a few days after that episode. You can stop with the winter is coming jokes.
But-
They are dead.
No, they
But
won't.
Duster, winter is coming.
Wait,
Oh
no.
my
Oh god,
God.
hang on. No, but Scott said something that made me remember the thing I wanted to bitch about. A fucking hockey
hockey.
thing. Horse hockey.
Oh, my favorite.
Fuck you. No, go fuck yourself, show writers. Why the fuck is it horse hockey?
Yeah, that really did not make any sense. As much as I love hockey, calling it horse hockey makes absolutely
It's.
no
I
sense.
Yeah.
think it would
Do
still
we
be
call
called
it
ice
fucking
hockey.
human hockey? Like, why is it horse hockey? It's the fucking, you're getting out of hand with this, guys. Stop it.
That's kind of they were reaching there for a pun. You could tell.
Yeah, the humor in this week's episode was really top notch. It was probably the funniest episode of the season so far.
I
and-
will give that, and then the Bronies ruined it by parroting everything.
But don't they
Yeah.
always? I mean, you can't let
Well,
them
yeah, I mean,
completely
it's
ruin it.
2015, and we're still saying 20% cooler.
I
In
know.
2015, we're still calling Scootaloo a chicken, which was never funny.
All right, so what's your take on this, Greg? What's your rating?
Oh, I'm not done yet. Hey.
Oh, you're not done?
You don't
Okay.
shove me
I
out
can
the door
say
like
more
that. Come
words
on,
then,
man.
asshole.
Well, you guys were
Okay.
talking. I was just, I was being nice.
No, interrupt us.
Okay.
Well, fuck you
Go.
too. Okay. So yeah, I thought humor was really good. As TG pointed out, I really enjoyed the song, and as I was actually rewatching it today and with Treebeard in the club. yes, the club, but I'm not even going to give it any more detail than that. We just
The
went to the
Brony
club.
Club.
The club.
No, it's not.
We
It's
went
not
to
a
the
They hang
club.
out with other
Okay.
bronies in real
No,
life. Imagine
they're-
this terrifying image.
No, we went over to the club.
The club.
They're lying.
Oh.
They actually just
Used to
have
get
I
like,
went for
Is that when
9
you drink out Mountain
holes
Dew
with
Code
Bruce Jenner.
they just have like a big
Yeah,
truth
I wish we
branch
fucking
that
had
they
Code
carry
Red.
around.
Fuck, we need more code. But yeah, like that song is like 2.5 minutes. It's actually one of the longer ones in the series.
It
I think.
is.
And I really enjoyed it listening to it again. I'm like, this is,
Actually, I think
That's
it's
good.
comparable to This Day Aria in terms of length, which is kind of odd.
yeah, you don't see it that often, but yeah, I enjoyed that. Other than that, like I said, humor's good, moral's good. I know, I guess I'll just say this from my perspective. Some people viewed Rainbow Dash as being out of character this episode. Duster, you might have something to say about that later on.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm
She's
totally
being
going to say
completely
that.
loyal to Timmy.
But, so I'll get my perspective out of the way now. I felt like she wasn't out of character as much as they just took her loyalty to an extreme, and I'll admit, they maybe did go a bit too far. But her reasoning for being that out of whack was totally just because she was in denial and she didn't want to confront the reality that Tank was going to hibernate,
Air
we'll
quotes.
say. Yeah, not die, hibernate. So, and when people are in denial, they act out of whack. They push their friends away. They make irrational decisions. And I kind of thought that was what Rainbow was doing this episode to a degree. So it really didn't throw me off that much, but she was acting kind of selfish per se, but at the same time it wasn't selfish as much as, she just wanted to enjoy winter with Tank. It was sweet, yet completely stupid at the same time. But that's just the nature of denial. You act irrationally. So, yeah, that's my perspective on that. And then I'll give way and just, I'll give it 8.5 on this episode. Are we allowed to give half
Yes,
points?
sure.
Okay,
Why
so yeah,
not?
an 8.5.
Sure, why not? Give it rational
I'm
numbers
becoming
for
the
all I
gaming
care.
journalism industry. Quick, stop me before I cause a gaming controversy called Ponygate or something.
Greg, too late for that. There's already been
It's
gaming
about
controversy.
ethics.
It's about ethics and pony journalism.
Anyway,
Anyway.
All right, so Duster, why did you hate it?
Okay, so I will give them credit for one thing, and someone actually pointed this out, which made me change my tune a little bit. They actually illustrated the stages of grief.
Right.
Every single one of them. And I didn't catch that in the first run. So, little bit is forgiven. Just a little bit. But I felt like she was out of character at worst, and they just took personality traits one at a time and just turned it up to 11 at best. Pacing is kind of weird. Like, I feel like I was the only one who felt like that, but this is another one of those episodes where they take a kid issue that's really hard to deal with and then make it simultaneously palatable and slightly disappointing. One bad seed did the exact same thing with bullying, and don't get me started on why that episode got everything wrong. And now they're doing it with dead pets, except it's not actually dead. But, why I didn't get all emotional at the end is because the entire episode is just so emotionally high that it's kind of hard to tell when you're supposed to feel something. It was also melodramatic and over the top. And don't get me wrong. Like, I understand that, like, pets can make people go crazy. Like, I love my dog like it's nobody's business.
This is true.
But going on a psychotic break and attempting to reverse natural order is a little too far. And I feel like they didn't establish the relationship with the pet enough to kind of justify this. Because if I remember correctly, the last time that we see Rainbow Dash and Tank together is when Rainbow Dash is leaving Tank to go to the Crystal Empire, and she's totally okay with this. The song, I can't tell if it was just YouTube being shitty, but I legitimately could not understand a single word of it. So I can't give any marks on that. I like the acoustics, I guess. The animation is, I'm sorry, this one's super disjointed. Usually I have something nicely written out, but instead I have like a list of notes that I took and then one post bitching about the episode, and I'm kind of mashing the two together. I guess I'll just go over the highlights of the things that I did like. I love callbacks. As someone who actually does own tortoises in real life, okay, my dad owns them, but I kind of co-own them. Like, yay science. Let's teach our kids some science. Rainbow Dash's mopey 40-year-old woman robe. I liked it, and I don't know why.
And
I
the
just
slippers
did.
too, though.
Oh yeah,
The
slippers
slippers
are
were
fucking
fucking
adorable.
I would buy those.
Yeah.
Wait, except I want one of Rainbow Dash and one of Tank,
Yeah.
just as a set. Okay, Applejack cries on the inside. That scene was just great.
That was a great
That
joke.
was the great.
That was a great.
I,
It was
Someone
hilarious.
complained about it, saying that, like, Applejack hasn't shown, like, that she's the type to hold it in. And she
But
is
no, she's totally the type to hold it in. She seems like the
is.
type.
They said that she has been capable of outwardly showing affection. I'm going, yeah, but that's with family members. That's kind of different. So
There's
feel
capable
like-
and there's choosing to bawl your eyes out.
yeah, so I kind of I like that scene. I thought that was funny. And also Fluttershy growing a pair of balls.
Yeah,
She's done it a lot this season recently, and I kind of like it.
I'm glad she's actually having a different note.
I'm not gonna lie. Like in season 1, she did it too, and then 2,
Kind of
3, and 4,
disappeared.
she stopped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you go back to season 1, Fluttershy was really passive aggressive. Like there were a lot of times where she would just like mutter shit under her breath about the other ponies. Like they just kind of stopped doing that, and now they're like back to having her stand
You
up
don't
for
see it,
herself.
but if you go to Sugar Cube Corner and close the door, like, the back of that door is just covered in Post-it notes.
Oh my god, passive aggressive post-it notes. That totally
You
sounds
know,
like.
the other thing that they did a lot of they're doing a lot of throwbacks to previous episodes, which I love. I love when they acknowledge past episodes because continuity, yay. So we got to keep Rainbow Dash's breaking and entering skills that she magically acquired in Read It and Weave. We got an episode title throwback, which I don't remember what it was, but I wrote it towards the end, so it's somewhere there. And then, Game of Thrones reference. That is literally all I wrote for that section, is just Game of Thrones reference, period, because I knew the bronies would kill it. One thing that I want to bring up that I don't know if anyone else picked this up, why does Cloudsdale security suck?
That is a valid point. Like, nobody noticed the blue Pegasus pony carrying around
Yeah.
a flying
Oh,
tortoise.
No, I
Also,
have
nobody
commented on that.
noticed
It's like, no, how come none of them heard the helicopter blades going sweet, 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 sweet?
The helicopter blades, I do have to admit there is one touch on the helicopter blades that's really cool, is whenever she spins them, there's like a little magic glow, like, between the propeller and the actual motor.
I assume it's
Yeah.
battery powered or whatever they have
Well, it's
batteries.
magic powered. It's like,
I think
instead
it's
of
magic
electricity,
powered.
though, it's magic. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but no, I really I wanted to point out something that they've never established before that Cloudsdale moves. That came out of nowhere in this
They
episode.
do,
Like,
it's
like,
kind of
they did it in
implied,
Hurricane
actually.
Fluttershy, like, had it implied.
It's been
I
implied.
guess,
It
but
makes a lot of sense, actually.
it makes sense. But yeah, like
I mean, I can't imagine a giant cloud city staying stationary.
no, like I said, it makes sense. I was just like, oh, that's
So-
interesting.
So if Cloudsdale, like, comes to your neighborhood, is that considered a staycation if you go up there?
Assuming you can fly.
Well, or if you have a cloud walking
But
spell,
I'm kind
which
of wondering
apparently
why the
is-
factory that
yeah.
makes all weather for the entire goddamn continent does not have at least one rent-a-cop. Like, come on!
Well, no, video cameras, I mean, God.
Well, I don't know
I
if they
don't
have
think there are
cameras.
video cameras in this universe.
I'm still
Why
confused as to
not?
what the fuck technology is like in this universe.
Yeah,
like, it's so
Never
bizarre.
explored.
Like,
All over the
At
place
least
and
they didn't have
anachronistic
the
and
two,
shit.
like, the two Valley Girl ponies, like, tapping away on smartphones. They should have.
Then there's the Abbott and Costello thing, which
Yeah,
points
that
was
out,
also good.
which actually points out how stupid pony names
Oh,
are.
the first on base. Okay, I like that they're now putting effort into background pony designs. Because those
Yeah.
three were kind of cool, I will
Yeah.
admit. And then recycled cutie marks, I like them. So just to go back to the episode, we had to look up the writer because I was wondering who did it. And it's someone who wrote a lot of episodes that I actually like. She wrote Read It and Weave, and I liked that so much I stole the title.
this is true.
So, surprisingly, I'm going to nuke all of your scores, and, that's the next episode, and I'm hoping that
Because why have grading standards?
Well, did we mention it was Cindy Morrow as the writer? We mentioned the writer, but it was Cindy Morrow.
Cindy Morrow, who wrote Winter Wrap-Up, she wrote Read It and Weep. Okay, it's a Kingdom Hearts Crusaders episode. Alright, that one I'm probably gonna nerf too. But this one I'm gonna give a 4.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
Because
What?
the plot was kind of bizarre, but it could have been... I feel like it was salvageable. But it came out as really melodramatic and hard to connect to just because everything was emotionally at that same super high level that it was really hard to just figure out when you're supposed to feel things.
What'd she give it, a 0?
No, a 4. A 4.
A 4.
Oh.
Did you actually
Also,
legitimately...
Duster finds 1 flaw, 0 out of 10.
I found several flaws, that's why I upped it to a 4.
Treebeard's being
At least it
harsh.
wasn't Magical Mystery Cure where I gave it a 0.1 because I felt nice.
Okay.
Treebeard, wrap it up.
Oh yeah.
It's 1:30 in the morning and I still talk a lot. Back to Pokemon Shuffle.
I like how we got you addicted to that.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
I warned you about that. I'm like, don't
I haven't
step
touched
into
it in
that.
like a month.
Don't go to the dark side of Pokemon Shuffle.
I
Get
escaped.
the new stages.
I
that
escaped.
shit.
I haven't touched it in like a month. I don't plan
So
on
anyway,
it.
Treebeard, what about cartoon horses?
Yeah,
Alright, that's
I
the
like-
thing we're talking about right now.
Oh, right.
So, I liked it. Liked handling grief. I don't really feel like it was all that out of character or melodramatic because Rainbow Dash being a dick in the way that Rainbow Dash is a dick. And let's see. I found it amusing imagining what?
I'm still a fan of Rainbow Dash after all these seasons of her being a douchebag.
No, I
Still
like
interesting.
Rainbow Dash.
I
That
don't-
doesn't
I
make
like
her
her
less
a
of a
lot.
dick.
I feel like a
I don't
hipster.
feel like she's a dick as much as just she doesn't think a lot about the small things. If that
Rat.
makes sense.
Yeah, that makes her a dick.
I don't think that makes her. Whatever.
No, actually, no, TJ's right. Remember, she is kind of a dick. In the same way that Sonic the Hedgehog is a dick.
No,
I'm
she's
sorry.
a dick in kind of the same way that I'm a dick.
Okay, so
Like,
sure. I'll
Yeah.
accept that. I'll accept
Yeah,
that.
like, I'm a huge dick, and so is Rainbow Dash. That doesn't, like, make her
TG,
less
you're my
good.
Rainbow Dash.
Don't
Oh.
say things like
That's what
that.
she
That's
just
really
said.
creepy.
It is very creepy and actually not
Like-
true at
Anyone
all.
It's
out
like
there is listening to this,
really
ship
creepy.
them now.
TGRE
God-
dog? I don't even know. how
Greg,
that
you
would
just
be.
gave me the image of TJ wearing a Rainbow Dash wig and having the Rainbow Dash tail for no goddamn
And then I'm
reason.
at my school.
Oh, talk
or...
Dashy to me, baby.
Oh god.
I found it
It's
amusing
1:30 in the
imagining
morning
what
and
this.
I'm out of moves.
And TJ would have the same cancer rage face Rainbow Dash had in this episode too while wearing that. It's
Actually,
perfect.
I actually made a reference to Venom React, but it wasn't to TG. You'll see.
Which actually, I'm sorry to go back, but I will admit the Grinch references were awesome.
Yeah, the
I will
Grinch
admit
reference
that
is very
just
good.
because I grew up every year watching that Boris Karloff Grinch special during Christmas because my mother has a weird Christmas fetish. So I will give them that.
Weird Christmas.
I don't know if I would
fetish.
describe it as a fetish. I
It's
mean, my
more of a
mom has
tradition.
it too, but I don't know
No,
if I'd call it
you
a
don't
fetish.
understand. When the last bone hits the plate on Thanksgiving, the Christmas music starts until January.
Thanksgiving. Okay, you lose. No, my mom puts it up November, maybe 1st.
Well,
Yeah.
I would hate your house
Yeah.
because my birthday is between those two times.
Although, if Christmas Shoes
And I
plays,
feel like I
then we
was
have to
getting
stop
fucked up.
and yell about Christmas Shoes.
You know, Thanksgiving and Christmas are like
Fuck
shared in
Christmas
terms
shoes.
of house decorations in my house. And I've ever told you that my mom puts up a giant furry Easter bunny that's bigger than me during Easter time.
No, what?
I'll have to show you that.
That
show that to
sounds
you. It also has a
ridiculous.
top hat and a vest, so it's very proper.
Also,
and a
hi,
chain.
Treebeard.
Anyways,
yeah,
eight out of
Treebeard,
10.
I'm so
Talk
sorry.
about the episode.
I'm so sorry, Treebeard. Nah, fuck Treebeard. Let's talk about giant Easter decorations. That's
You
totally
guys are
more
awesome.
relevant.
Anyway,
anyways.
continue your review. Or what you were
8
saying.
out of 10, I'm done.
Well done. Okay. So, Who wants to take the average at 1:24 in the morning? I don't have my phone next to me, otherwise I would.
Marina can eat my dick. No!
You can't tear us down, Duster. You can't stop
Marina,
us.
keep me down! Took my Pokemons!
I'm going to remember this on Sunday.
Anyway, on to non-pony things.
Well, once we get the score... does none of us have, like, a calculator phone?
Oh, I do.
Calculator app?
I have a calculator, I just don't have math skills.
It's not that hard.
I could
You
probably-
add them together and then
like-
divide them by...
No, I can do it. I'm doing
I
it
was
now.
given a math
The
test
fuck
of
were
10
people
questions when I entered
God
college, and I got them all wrong except for the addition question.
fucking
That's how
over-
bad I am.
What were people's scores? I don't remember.
There's
Okay.
They said 4.
At 9, an 8.5, an 8, an 8, and a 4.
and a 0.
A 4,
Wait, hang
not
on.
a 0.
Wait, hang on. I feel like there were too many scores given to me
It's
just
There
fine.
were
now.
5.
So it's a 9.
I heard 6 scores just there.
The 0 was a
8.5.
made-up
Yeah,
score.
no,
No,
zero.
I heard like say 6. Fucking there was a 4, a 9, and 8.5.
2 8s, an 8.5, a 9, and a 4.
Okay, fucking thank
You're
you.
welcome.
7.5.
Yay, it's still a decent episode.
Anyway,
By our average standards.
Yeah.
Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Here comes the fun police. It is 1:30 in the morning, and I have no idea what I'm doing anymore.
That's
anyway,
okay. That's
time for the non-pony segment.
Is it
Yeah.
Do we have anything to talk about on that front?
Yeah, we do.
Val,
We
let
do- we have
Val
a
handle
lot of
this,
stuff.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty much me and Scott talking
I'll
right
think
now.
of something.
because-
You know.
But yeah,
Which would you want to start? Do you want to start the Skyrim shit, the Konami shit,
Oh, that's right.
or
I
I have no
Skyrim-
idea what this is about, so I'm
Okay.
intrigued.
or the Heroes of the Storm shit?
How about the Skyrim shit? I bet-
Oh, I was gonna start with Konami, but yeah, let's start with Skyrim. Alright.
because that's something.
Did you want me to try to explain this, or do you want to explain this?
I did. We're talking about the mod thing, right?
Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, okay. I'll start it. Because over the weekend.
This is
I think?
over the weekend,
It was
yeah.
Over the weekend. Yeah, over the weekend, Valve decided we're going to let people charge for mods. Which I think is an alright idea, you know?
I
The
don't.
modders are putting a lot of work into that shit, asshole. If they want to charge for them, let them. Like, if they're going to charge for ridiculous shit that they were already giving for free, that's ridiculous.
I
But
vote-
if they make something
Well, and
new-
also I have two follow-up questions for this piece of news.
okay.
One is how much are the people charging now for the mods that add dicks?
Well,
Well, we'll
see,
get to that.
We'll get to that. Anyway.
But,
Okay, and two, modding, there's a lot of effort put into it, and it's pretty much kind of like a Second Life thing,
No,
where
I-
you're already...
Yeah, I totally understand that. It's a fact of how the money is paid out for paid.
No, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
that's why.
Okay, there's
Anyway,
more.
That's my
Yeah,
complaint. That's what I'm going to
let's
get
just
to.
finish the
Yeah,
story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
I-
disagreeing with that. I'm disagreeing with the fact of how the money is
Intrigued
handled.
artist is intrigued.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
continue.
Okay, so what happened was that it started out with only Skyrim mods.
Because that's the biggest
didn't go
modding
past.
community
It
on
didn't
Steam.
actually
The
go
biggest
past
modding.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim was the one that got approved, and this was an experiment, more or less.
Yeah, it was pretty much an experiment, and they started selling some mods, and then it came out that this is the way the money was being split.
There you go.
45% of the money was going to Bethesda, 30% was going to Valve, and 30% was going to the person who actually
25%.
made
No,
it.
it was 25%.
25.
No, I
Oh,
heard it was
that's
70.
balls.
Yeah, see,
Seven-
that's my
That is
problem.
balls.
Mhm.
Oh, that is royal balls.
Yeah, no, but it's complete garbage.
You're also missing the fact that they have to make at least $100 before they see any of the money.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's fucking horseshit.
Fucking luck with
And
that
then,
unless you're a
like,
big
2
nerd.
days later, Valve was like, okay, we're not doing this, sorry. And they pulled it. You can no longer charge for
Probably because people immediately called bullshit on giving 45% of the profits to Bethesda.
No, when those mods were priced, there was no ceiling on the price. They were like charging ridiculous prices.
So,
up to
well,
20,
hang on.
30, like-
I'm not gonna. this is 100% true. The realistic horse genitalia mod for Skyrim was $99.
Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about that.
Then there was
I'm
also,
amazed that wasn't the first thing to come to your mind.
no. Then there was also the fact that people stole mods, put them up on the store, and claimed them as their own.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, that makes perfect sense, because the mod is like a couple of kilobytes usually, and you just throw it into your data folder, and then it works. Like, it's the easiest thing to pirate.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
they
a huge
think
problem
about
of doing
stuff.
this is when you update a game.
Yeah.
The mods have
that's
to update with it, and in some cases, if you've paid for a mod, that means the developer of a mod has to also update.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Like, don't you have to update this shit?
Yeah,
Like, I don't know
right.
much about putting, like, boobies on your Skyrim experience, but,
Yeah,
So if they don't update, you just spent $10 on a mod that maybe lasts a week before a new update comes out. So congrats, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it was a whole.
Well, not an
fucking-
idiot, but just you're getting fucked over hard.
there was also a refund policy. You couldn't if after 24 hours passed, you couldn't get your money back for the mod.
Yeah.
so let's say I create mods, and I create dragon dicking mod of Skyrim or whatever.
Already
And
exists.
sure it
I
exists
sent this
already.
out,
Dragon dick.
It's an example.
and I send this out, and they update, and this shit doesn't work. I don't have to refund them if it doesn't work anymore.
Right.
Exactly.
You don't owe them
24
shit. You do not
Yeah,
owe them
you don't
shit.
owe them anything.
Well, there's no way that can go wrong.
Yeah. To say the least.
Anyway, there's still also, after they take it down, modders were pissed because they started blaming the community about for removing it because they wanted their money because, hey, they wanted to make a living off of this or try to, you know.
No,
It's just it never was gonna work. I mean,
Yeah, you're not gonna make a living off of, like, making boobies jiggle on Skyrim. Like, I'm
no,
sorry,
like
but that's
the
just not
people
going
who
to happen.
make real mods that are like worth
I'm
it.
only familiar with the gross ones.
No, there are actually like mods that make games
they make
way
full
more playable.
storylines, graphical updates,
But,
just
like-
everything. It's fucking cool. But
Yo, that's half the shit we play on Left 4 Dead.
yeah, that's very
Yeah,
true.
like that's the whole thing. But like the implementation of it was garbage.
Piss poor.
Yeah.
And one of the people who came out against this and was really happy that they reversed their decision, and it makes a ton of sense, was Notch, who you may know is a creator of Minecraft, who previously has made a lot of statements about how he hates how people charge for mods, and if he catches someone doing it, he will permaban them from Minecraft for life.
Yeah.
If you can actually do such a thing, I guess an IP ban. I don't know,
They can
but-
IP ban
They
them,
can
yeah.
IP ban, but yeah, he was really happy that they ended up reversing their decision. He doesn't believe modding should be something that people should be allowed to charge for.
I've seen some of the
In his
arguments
opinion.
for why modders shouldn't make money off this because they're like, if you want to make money, just pay for an engine and develop a game with an engine. Don't mod. That's some of the arguments I've seen. Others
It's like
are,
getting paid for fan fiction.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
That's the argument.
No,
I can understand getting paid for it. My biggest hang-up is, again, just the whole update thing and how the money's distributed.
Yeah,
Those
no,
two things
here's-
are the killers.
Here's the reasoning for why it's totally okay to get paid for making a mod. If you create wheels for a skateboard, you can sell those. Those wheels are useless on their own. You're not making a full skateboard. You're making wheels to go on someone else's skateboard that they made. But you should still get paid for making those wheels because they're something that can't be used without the other thing, but they're also not competing with the other
For
thing.
something you made and put effort into.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
a point that FinFlam
Okay.
Philosophy made, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good
Like-
point. I like that point.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good point.
Anything else you want to add, or
No, I think that
that was a pretty good
covers
discussion about
the
that? I
modding
feel like,
topic.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I just
Alright.
learned about this when they started talking about
And now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Alright, let's move on to our next topic,
That's Heroes of the Storm or Konami. Which one?
Let's talk Heroes.
Yeah,
I'll let
let's
you guys
talk
finish up
Heroes.
with Konami, because I can.
What's
Konami?
going on? Because
I can talk.
I am not aware.
I can talk a lot about Heroes.
Anyway,
actually, because I
in case-
actually watched this shit.
Alright, in
And-
case you didn't
yeah.
know, on Sunday, ESPN2 broadcast the finals of Heroes of the Dorm.
And this is the first time that esports have been broadcasted on a major sports network.
No, it's the first MOBA that got broadcasted on ESPN.
On cable TV.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
They beat
Yeah.
both League of Legends and Dota to live broadcasting on
Because Blizzard
television,
kicks ass and has the money to do so.
Yeah.
which this was pretty cool. Except there's a rant by one of the people who works for ESPN about why is this just bad, and it's the typical jock rant
All right,
about
so
why
let-
games aren't sports or
Let
blah
me
blah
step
blah.
in here because I know the most about this person who rants, and I also was able to watch the event on my TV. I
Okay.
watched like nearly the whole thing actually.
Go for it.
Well, I did homework, but I watched some of it. So yeah, they got to do this TV broadcast setup, which was actually really well done, really polished, looked great. They actually got like announcers to come and like, cast the game like you would on a stream, so that was pretty cool to see too. And yeah, it was just really well done. The whole event didn't feel like amateur chopped together or, put together at the last second. It just, Blizzard clearly put effort into making this a big deal and, making esports actually look pretty damn good on,
I mean,
national
yeah, that's what
television.
Blizzard does.
So yeah, I would say after watching it, yeah, sure, there's nothing wrong with putting that on ESPN too, considering, they show fucking poker and bowling on Sundays as well.
Don't they
Poker's
also
not-
show like
poker's a
darts and
sport?
Yeah, and
billiards?
darts. Yeah,
And billiards?
I
Like,
think
these
Professional
things.
gambling? Yeah, you watch that.
but yeah, fuck, esports is more of a sport than some of that shit. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna, if you're gonna show that, I see no problem in showing esports on a Sunday night. Like, you're actually bringing in a shit ton more viewers than you normally would on ESPN2 on a Sunday night. So, hey, kudos to them. If it works out, I'm not a huge esports fan myself, but you know what? Hey, if it gets views, it gets views. So, yeah, then,
Greg's the type of person who prefers blood on the field.
I mean, yeah, personally, I prefer, actual, God, I don't want to sound like the douchebags like actual sports, but, I prefer athletic sports. That's the right way.
You prefer the things that are called sports without an E before them.
Yeah, so, again.
On that note, quick congratulations to UC Berkeley for winning Heroes of the Dorm. Good job, guys.
Fuck you, Berkeley. I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Oh yeah, wasn't there a prize to this whole thing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
the prize
prize
is
is
rad.
your full tuition.
For the rest of your
And
college
I
career.
can tell you firsthand from looking at some of the UCs when I was looking at
Not
colleges,
cheap.
UC Berkeley is not cheap.
So, yeah,
Duster, it's Blizzard.
Blizzard's
They
got the
can do
dough,
it.
man.
I'm
But-
sure they actually helped pay for everything that in this broadcast as well.
Alright, so let me get around to the rant, because I know the most about the douchebag who made this fucking rant. Who
Alright,
essentially...
so-
He's Colin Cowherd. He's had a radio show for God knows how long, as far as I can fucking remember. He's a fucking dinosaur is the point. And essentially his job nowadays, I don't know, he used to actually be somewhat decent maybe 10 years ago, but at some point he realized, I can be a troll in real life and get a lot more controversy and attention, so I'm just gonna do that for the rest of my career and piss everyone the fuck off. So yeah, that's essentially what Colin Cowherd does, and so he noticed, people really like this esports shit, so I should totally mock it and make fun of it and just be a total dipshit about it because, people will give me attention, which is exactly what I want. So, yeah, this is pretty much what Colin Cowherd has done for the last 10 years of his fucking career. He picks a big topic that's controversial. He's done it before with fucking Wisconsin basketball, which I'm not going to talk about because no one here is going to get it, but... Yeah, anyways, he's just he's a giant douchebag. He picks up a topic, makes a big deal out of it, and that's it. And that's all he fucking did here by saying, oh, well, esports shouldn't be on TV, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna quit my job if they show it again. And I have to cover
Please
it.
do.
So, yeah, God, he'd fucking do us all a favor. Not that he actually
says
would.
that like it's a threat.
Yeah, he's just, so yeah, fuck Colin Cowherd. That's all I have to say on the matter.
Well said, great job.
Yeah.
So what's on the Konami front?
Alright, so Konami, this actually happened a couple weeks ago that, this started happening, but it got a lot bigger and got a lot more attention in the past couple of days. But Konami has been going about scrubbing the name of Hideo Kojima off of anything and everything related to Metal Gear, which is his creation.
That is fucking blasphemy.
Scummy as shit.
Hideo Kojima may be completely balls to the wall fucking crazy, but he came up with he put Konami on the map.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And they've been scrubbing his name off of anything and everything related to the project. And
I never found that. Why?
Yeah, what was the reason, actually?
I don't actually know the reason, and I don't think anyone really does. Like, nothing's
It's
really
just
come out.
Konami is insane?
But,
No,
well,
they're very petty, apparently.
Yeah, Konami is really petty. Like,
Speaking as somebody who's played Yu-Gi-Oh! For several years, yeah, they're pretty shitty.
No, but like Jim Sterling, who's a reviewer online, who I'm a fan of, but a lot of people aren't, and I understand why a lot of people wouldn't be fans of him.
What does he work for?
He used to work for fucking The Escapist. Now he mostly does stuff on his own. I think he still does stuff for them. He also worked for Destructoid, but yeah, like, he apparently, back when the Silent Hill game for the Vita was being developed, actually, but before that was being developed, he did a video on Konami and like why a lot of the stuff they were doing was really shitty. And, Konami just fucking, like, blacklisted him. Like, they wouldn't let him be anywhere near their products.
He likes it this time around.
Yeah, like, he wanted to, he went to E3, like, for work, and, was, like, going to, like, do a thing about the, Silent Hill game for the Vita. And there was a fucking rep from Konami there who stopped him and was like, no, you can't come in here. You can't look at this game. And the actual dev of the game had to sneak him in to look at it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's how shit Konami is about this
So
stuff.
they
Like,
just
they're
basically
super
proved him
petty.
right?
Well, Konami is just shitty in general.
Yeah, Konami is shitty
But
and super
is
petty.
Konami worse than EA?
Oh god, they're trying to be.
Actually, that's a pretty close.
They're trying to be.
Yes,
They're
they're
trying to
trying
be.
to be.
They're trying to be a contender.
Who can be the shittier gaming company?
Yeah.
Let's find
Yeah,
out.
very.
It's the
Okay, I
shitty gaming
only
company
It's time.
Olympics.
The duel.
Oh god, don't even get me
why
started
EA
on the
sucks,
shit
though.
they did with Yu-Gi-Oh!
But
They
no,
made
yeah.
me so fucking mad.
But yeah, give me a
So-
Cliff Notes version of why EA sucks.
Everything they have ever
Oh,
done ever.
oh,
No, there's
That's
no
on
way to
another
Cliff Notes
podcast.
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
we
our
can
first
spend an entire
podcast.
podcast
Okay.
on why EA is shit.
No, we did.
You want
Yeah.
you want a good example? Both
Sure.
ship an unfinished game and then charge for DLC later that easily could have been included
Oh,
when the
SimCity
game was
got it.
released. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's one thing they do, but there's a whole list of bullshit.
Anyway,
Just-
anyway.
And also, I
Yeah.
think the anti-piracy thing on The Sims 3.
I'll never fucking forgive them for Mass Effect 3. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck that
Anyway.
shit.
But no,
Anyway, back to
anyways.
Konami.
So yeah,
I'm still mad about Dragon Age.
back to what they're doing now. So, along with just like removing Hideo Kojima from everything related to Metal Gear, they like removed him from the company. And Silent Hills, which was the new Silent Hill game that was going to come out, they're no longer making. It's just been dropped now. It was him. It was Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, it was Guillermo
Wait, Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Holy
actually working
shit,
on
that's
it,
fucking
right?
amazing.
It was
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima
It's a
and
big
Guillermo
time
del
project.
Toro making a Silent Hill game together. If that doesn't sound like the greatest thing in the world, you are a crazy person.
Well, that or you don't like horror games. But
That's true.
Yeah.
That or you don't like horror, but
I only have
that's
one
understandable.
objection to this.
I like horror.
It's
is it on the Vita?
No, it was going to be a PS
No,
It's a
it was
PS4.
PlayStation
PS4
console
Yeah.
release.
Because
Yeah.
Sony owns Konami's balls. I don't know.
Yeah, but it
Sure
was
seems like it.
yeah, it was gonna be fucking amazing, and then because of whatever the fuck happened with Kojima, the game's just not happening. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like,
And then the stock market.
oh yeah, they pulled themselves off the stock market, didn't
Yeah.
they?
What?
Yeah, for some reason, but
Yeah,
still, it's yet to
probably
be
because
explained.
they knew that this was such a shitty decision that any investors were going to drop out immediately.
Yeah.
All of our decisions lately are pretty shit. Pretty bad.
Like, I don't understand, like,
I'm
any
just
of-
as confused as you guys are about this.
yeah, it's really
Why would they get
weird.
rid of Kojima? The games that they make that that did involve Kojima are fucking with the dancing games, DDR, Beatmania, and I guess Castlevania.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Castlevania is kind
and
of like, it's not dead, but it's not nearly what it used to be.
yeah, like
They made
it's
Simon Belmont less
Gay.
dominatrix.
Simon Belmont needs to get off the heroin, man.
Who was it that pointed out that Simon Belmont wears all
JonTron.
leather and is wearing a whip? Was that JonTron?
That was
That was a
John.
good joke. He's like,
Can't even crack his whip. Can't even hold his whip. Sad, really.
yeah.
but yeah, like I don't know. Hopefully something comes out and like something is done about this, but like
Given what I know about Konami's history with its games, and admittedly this is just my experience with Yu-Gi-Oh!, that's not gonna happen.
no, it's not, but hopefully at least more information comes out about this.
Information that doesn't come from Konami because they'd probably lie about it.
Yeah, like actual information.
Alright.
Alrighty. So anything else?
New Dragon Ball series.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
actually pretty
That's gonna
exciting.
be really cool.
Which is going to be written by Akira Toriyama, which means
Yay.
it may not suck.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, we could talk about Amy Keating Rogers leaving the show.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
Disney.
she's going
I
to be
don't
writing
know
for
anything
what's she going to be writing for? Disney?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's-
she is a full-time Disney writer now.
All right, that's a pretty good gig.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Pretty sweet gig.
I don't know what she's working on. Maybe we'll see her on a Gravity Falls something or something like that.
I'm
I'm
down the
thinking
road.
she might be working on Star vs. the Forces of Evil, but I'm
I
not
could
sure.
totally see that. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would make sense.
Avengers comes out tomorrow, but by the time this comes out, it'll be out. The new
It's already
Avengers,
pirated.
of course. Is that really nothing new? Obviously,
We're actually going to see it because we give a shit.
Yep.
man, the fucking Marvel movies are awesome. We can talk about
Hey.
Marvel movies in general just right now. Like, come on.
You guys can. I haven't seen a single goddamn one.
You gotta see a few. I think you'd enjoy them.
At least one.
Yeah.
You gotta at least understand the Tom Hiddleston love.
The Tom Hiddleston fetish that most of the internet has.
Oh god.
I mean,
I've
it's
seen
not
so
completely
much.
unjustified.
I've seen
only
the body
partially.
pillow.
But yeah,
But
it's,
yeah, we
it's
need some shit,
No,
man.
we gotta introduce you to those. You'd enjoy them. They're good fun
I've
without
seen some
being
shit.
bad. No, I think, but
They're fun without like taking them. They don't take themselves too seriously.
I mean, I like how it's high production value, yet silly, and you still get invested at the same time.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
they're silly and
it's how a
high.
comic book movie should be.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not too dark. It's
it
not
has the
some,
comic book feel. All the movies have had the comic book feel so far,
yeah,
which I like. Is what they should have.
yeah. You can still get into it without like being, you know, it doesn't have to be like the most serious comic book story in the world for.
yeah, that's kind of my problem with how DC's been handling their.
Yeah, they've been taking
Fucking-
it way too serious.
Oh God, Man of Steel.
Oh, they have that new
How to make
Joker.
a Superman movie? Make it darker.
You said that one.
Darker.
Right, I saw
How about
that
that
too.
new Joker design?
Oh God.
Ah.
Oh.
Ah,
I mean, Macaulay
Why?
Culkin gets lost in New York again.
Yes.
The Joker.
why?
I'll put that
Why?
picture up because I still can't get enough of that one. But it's not very good. I'm
It's
sure
not.
there's someone out there who enjoys having the Joker look like Marilyn Manson, but even somehow more horrifying. But yeah, not my cup of tea.
My
I,
voice is gone.
I think we're done.
It's 1:49. I think like I said, we were going to make this a short podcast. So yeah, let's move on to the plugging, pimping, and so on, and get on with
All right. Anything in particular before we go to the standard stuff?
I've pretty much talked about everything I want to talk about, so nothing really to plug for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I plug for creatures way too much, but I'll just plug this one video because it was totally absurd. So, one of the creatures, Kutra, had his birthday last week, and the creatures are insane people and decide to pull insane pranks whenever it's someone's birthday. So, Kutra's pretty much known as the straight man of a group, and one of his notable traits is he's kind of like... I don't know, I don't want to say like... I don't know if he's Christian or not, but he doesn't swear. He's like the cool guy. He doesn't ever do anything that douchey. He's just kind of a guy, but everyone's like, oh yeah, he's like the most innocent person in the creatures. And so, to give him a nice birthday surprise, they hired a male stripper to pretend to be a cop and start arresting, and, pretend to arrest him in his office. Which is dark for a number of reasons, considering the whole swatting thing that also happened to him last year.
God. Was he the one who got swatted?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was intentional or not. It was probably a second thought, but it's so funny to see him just so mortified because he's just kind of like this innocent person, and yet this male stripper just starts grinding on him once he's in handcuffs. And it makes for quite a funny video. So I know, if you want to go see that, I'll link that in the description.
Alrighty, anybody else got something?
No, not really.
I'm working on shit for they're working on shit. That'll be awesome.
What is the shit?
Gravitar Furs.
Yeah.
Oh, right, Gravity Falls. We are
the
mailbox.
Yep. Oh, the mailbox. You gotta pimp the mailbox out.
Yeah, so I guess now we're announcing we're expanding into Gravity Falls at some point, and I have been put in charge of drawing the images for that too.
They're fantastic.
And before the Gravity Falls fandom tries to ban us.
What, the Tumblr Gravity Falls fandom?
Stay out of our fandom!
No, that's Steven Universe!
I know.
No, I'm pretty sure on Tumblr there is a crazy group of Gravity Falls SJWs. Because why wouldn't there
I don't want to venture into the tag because I'm gonna see some shit,
Have you no sanity? Have you no fear?
But yeah, so expect some pretty awesome OCs. If you guys want to spoil them now or wait until later, go for it.
Yeah, I already said I was going to spoil them, so I'll spoil what we have so far, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah. So far we have mine and we have Greg's, and I'll let Greg go first.
Well, yeah, it's up on the screen right now, but as you can see, we have...
Will it be, though?
Yes, I'll actually...
Last time we said that, it didn't happen.
Last time Sunset Townsend didn't show up, Greg. I'm still disappointed.
I'm sorry, okay? We were already a week behind. I'm still behind a podcast as we're filming this.
Image.
But anyway, the image, yeah, as you can see, a Phil Cipher-looking fellow who, if you actually notice the tiny details, he's actually a cheesehead. And he's also wearing is that a plaid hunting cap? Or a beer
flannel.
Hat? Flannel.
I googled how to draw flannel.
So it's a flannel beer cap, hunting cap, and a Wisconsin Badger cane, because...
The prompt was to make the most Wisconsinist Bill Cipher possible, and this is what I came up with.
And she did an awesome job. She pretty much nailed every single aspect of Wisconsin. You've got the beer, the cheese, and the Packers essentially mixed in two, because the cheesehead's a Packer thing, and a Badger, so...
I just looked at the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up Wisconsin right there, so I pretty damn good. So, yeah, me and Wisconsin were tight. I feel like this represents me very well.
Almost the Hodag, though. If you want to see the Hodag, Google it. HOTAGA. It's really fun.
It's a very interesting creature.
Very silly.
Very
so
silly.
Mine, I decided to, since I worked with Japan all my life, pretty much, I've studied abroad there. I went to all the rural places where they had all the rich folklore. It's not Tokyo. So I went with a kitsune. And my justification for using a kitsune is, one, it's a hipster kitsune. has the French scarf, which will change as time goes on.
Does it have the shutter shades?
No shutter shades. I could not add the hipster glasses, which I actually have.
Yeah, I brought this up.
Without
You
it
do,
looking
yes.
stupid. But also, the argument that I made is that because kitsunes are shapeshifters, you don't know if it's already there. It could be. Some rejected ideas that I will just say because nobody picked up, the fur-bearing trout as one of those, like, singing bass.
That's not actually rejected. Kelvin might still want that.
Okay.
If we ever included
that
Calvin
one
in a
may
podcast.
exist.
Especially given our history with the Changeling game.
Yeah.
Big mouth Billy Bass that is a fur-bearing trout.
Yeah.
There's one, the Hodag was the other one.
There was also me as a stack of gnomes, which is
Well, no, that's the one we're
completed
going
anymore.
with, isn't it?
No, we're not.
Oh,
No,
are
it's,
you the Flatwoods monster?
Yeah, I'm the Flatwoods
God.
monster now.
So the
Horrifying
Flatwoods
shit.
Monster, Trivia, do you want to introduce yours because we're just going around?
Well, I just wanted to keep in tune with the Gravity Falls theme, and apparently after our trip to BabsCon, I have been assigned the spirit animal of bear. So
Not just any bear, the multi-bear.
so I'm the multi-bear.
And
Wait,
True
Treebeard,
story,
does your
when I-
house... Hold on, I'm sorry, but Treebeard, is your house blue?
Yes.
Does that make you a bear in a big blue house?
Shut up, Greg.
oh fuck!
Nah.
Son of a...
This call is over.
I'm sorry, you may continue now.
I
ruined
mean,
my
I-
pun.
I'm not even mad. I just...
You walked into that one. You walked into that one, Treeberry.
But yeah, fun fact.
I mean, in no other situation could you have made that joke, so I applaud you.
While
You're still
drawing these
golf
things, there have been two things on loop while drawing the Gravity Falls images, which is various boy bands from the early 2000s and ABBA.
ABBA / hit Swedish band BABBA.
Which is kind of hilarious given that these are all... None of these are the bands that I would actually listen to.
Well, clearly you weren't me in the early 2000s. Like, oh man.
So what are boy bands? Give some examples here.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Town once in a while, but, they never got big.
Because you want it that way.
Fuck.
Oh.
Backstreet's
One
back,
second.
baby.
Oh, God. God, by that point I was listening to...
Anyway, anyway. Treeberry is the multi-bear. I am the all-knowing mailbox.
The all-knowing
And he is
mailbox!
the perfect friend for the all-knowing mailbox.
Which, by the way, that is something we should pimp. If you want to ask the all-knowing mailbox a question, he has a Twitter now.
He does have a Twitter now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can follow him at what's
Know-it-all box.
At Know-it-all-box.
Yep. Follow it.
that your question
Someone will
will
answer
answer.
your question.
It could
Someone.
be any of us, but Scott most likely.
Scott and
Because
me
apparently
seem to
I-
be doing
It's
most of
not
them.
any of us. It's the mailbox managed to get. We don't know how. There's like a lot of mysteries with that mailbox, and one of the mysteries is it got on Twitter.
Well,
Another
in the
mystery is why
21st
anybody would
century.
ask it any questions.
Well, Katie
So
asked
far,
it a
Alex
question.
Hirsch hasn't broken it, so good job.
Katie asked it an amazing question, and it responded in a snarky and hilarious way.
Yes, that's actually an example. So I asked the mailbox. Where is it? Where the fuck? Why is Twitter arranged so back-ass wordly?
I don't know, maybe you should ask
Is
the
that a mailbox
mailbox.
question? Or yeah, I was gonna say.
No, that's Okay, I found it. I asked the mailbox, "Are you a federal employee because you're part of the U.S. postal system?" The mailbox answered, "No, I am my own postal system. The system being, I receive your mail, laugh at your ignorance, and then reply to your letter." And if you want
I
answers
asked
like
it,
that, you should follow @KnowItKnowBox.
I asked it the question that any red-blooded American would ask an omniscient
Oh.
being. When will the Chicago Cubs win the World Series?
The mailbox says when you least expect it.
It's gonna be
There you
this
go.
year, man. I'm telling you. No, it probably won't be.
Mailbox is not very committal.
I really just want that to happen because A, I'm a Cubs fan, and B, it would be just so awesome for Back to the Future to actually get that shit right.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That would be amazing in so many ways. years.
Oh, right, that's when they predicted.
That's when they predicted it. It would finally break in 2015. So if that actually happens, I can't even.
That'd be hilarious.
Hey, Truebird, next
Yo.
time Packers win the Super Bowl, I'm just gonna call you up. And
What?
Be like, Packers won the Super Bowl!
Packers! Woo!
Packers! Woo! We're the only people who are gonna get that.
Meanwhile, me and Greg will actually be celebrating.
Yeah, see, me and Treebeard actually need to get together the next time I make the Super Bowl and drink because I'll actually be old enough at that
Oh,
point.
yeah, let's do it, Greg.
We'll be able to
Gotta
drink,
do it.
and we'll be able to drink, and we both have cheese heads.
We do.
Wait, why
Yeah,
does...
Treebeard owns a cheese
Why
head.
does Treebeard have one and I don't?
You can order one online.
I
Can, yeah, that's how I got mine.
I picked up
I got it when I was a
mine at the
kid,
Mars Cheese
yeah.
Castle in Wisconsin, which is actually a Wisconsin landmark. Yes,
Yeah,
the
I
Cheese
also found
Castle.
out there's a historic cheese-making museum.
Because of course there is.
It's not just a cheese-making museum, it's a historic cheese-making museum.
Yeah, cheese making through the edges, son.
God, I
Alright.
just really want Pirate's booty.
Alright.
Pimpings?
No, I think we can just get to, like, our personal stuff.
Well, I can
Follow
just
me on
say this.
Twitter.
You should totally watch the NHL playoffs because the Ducks and Blackhawks are in it. Nobody here cares about hockey but me. But you should totally watch it because playoff hockey is cool. That is all.
Yeah,
Anime
once again,
pimping shit.
congratulations to the UC Berkeley team for winning Heroes of the Dorm. You guys desperately needed to have your entire tuition paid for you.
Fuck student loans! Woo!
Yay!
God, we need to do that next time it comes around.
I mean, we need to find more people to play with us from
We do.
Fullerton then.
We can do that.
Also, paying for Fullerton's tuition is kind of lame, but
I mean,
I'd still take
No!
it, but
Imagine
I
me
take
playing
it.
with you guys. That's lame.
If Kate enters, I'd totally represent Cal State LA, even though I don't go there anymore.
do that?
and how
Is that
silly
illegal?
that would be.
You don't have any tuition to pay for, Scott.
That's the joke, Greg.
No, you want an even better joke? Paying for community college tuition for a 2-year
Oh,
degree.
God.
That's even worse.
Now, God. Pasadena. Alright.
Oh yeah, follow
Personal
us on
pimpins.
our respective Twitters. Check out our
They're in the description. I'll
DeviantArts
copy
and
paste them all. Yeah.
our Hoof Hearted Facebook and our Hoof Hearted
Our
Twitter.
Twitter's more active than our
Our Twitter.
Facebook. I'll just
Our
preface
tweet.
that. Because
Wait.
Twitter's
Follow
better.
I will also be posting more often this weekend because we're going to be doing a game of our last game of Hunter the Vigil. You didn't care, but now you know.
Now you know. And we're
Yeah.
gonna kick it off with some tea first, so we're gonna get crunk on
Oh,
tea.
We're gonna get
fuck.
some tea crunk.
Just
We're gonna get trunk.
I just realized that the fact that we're finishing Hunter this week means I should probably get around to playing.
yeah, you need to start up D&D.
You do. Well, we
Fuck.
can always just fill it in if everyone is John too, because
We could,
we
but
can cover
no.
everyone is John sessions.
I'll probably
Actually,
start
people
it.
in the comment section, could you please tell us if you'd like to see an Everyone is John game?
Oh, we should record it.
That would be.
We
pretty
should
cool.
record it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I
we
could
need
edit
to
that
do
shit together, and then well, this is up to the artists of a group. We could actually animate some parts of it or illustrate them. The most
Oh,
insane
God.
parts of our session. That's up to you if you want to do that or not. I would
I
still
mean,
put together the video regardless.
Well,
but
If you're prepared for it to look kind of like stupidly
we can all
simplistic,
have different art styles and stuff. It doesn't fucking matter. It would just be us being stupid for about 2 to 3
Yeah, I
hours
can't
at
draw
a time.
people, so have fun with that.
Well,
You
we
know,
don't have to be people in our session.
we should also record our sessions of iced coffee.
Iced coffee.
It's the coffee room break at Blizzard starring the Heroes of the Storm characters.
oh,
my
that's
God.
right.
Wow.
We need.
That's when we, yeah.
Actually,
We kind of
can
do
we
this
hang up to
weird
record
thing
that?
when we're on Heroes where we'll like start acting like the characters and saying the
You do a
stupidest
pretty good
shit.
job.
Anyway,
Greg wasn't there for you when you guys were doing this.
No, I was there for some of it, I think. Or I
yeah,
at
he
least
was. He was there for some of that.
Yeah.
I could. I called it iced coffee because Blizzard and its coffee break thing. So yeah.
Well, anywho, that's been we've been Hoof Hearted, and that's been our podcast, which might be a little longer than we thought it was.
It was still about an hour, so yeah, not that much.
About an hour,
than
yeah.
our
So
last
we
one.
actually managed to. Wow.
We talked about a lot, not like.
Got through this, then.
So thank you for joining us. It is now 2:04 a.m. in the morning where we are. So
I have to work at noon.
Yeah, so it's time for us to log off and say goodbye. So thank you for joining us on our Hoof Hearted podcast, and we'll catch you next time.
Catch y'all later.
Bye.